And he's like, oh, hold on, I need to take my headphones out. Do you know there was no headphones in his ear? Hey crew, welcome back to my channel for another flight attendant vlog. It's definitely been a while since we worked. As I said in my last flight attendant vlog, I had vacation, so my vacation is officially up. It ended yesterday, Sunday, which was Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to all of the people who are in relationships. And if you're not and you were just loving yourself, happy Valentine's Day to you too. So we technically don't have to work until Friday. We have A-days on Friday, which you guys know A-days is when you are on call. But because our schedule was so light for this month because of my vacation, I've been looking to pick up a trip. The swap board right now is so dry to the point where I am looking out of base, and that's not looking too good either. So I will definitely keep you guys updated as far as if I'm able to pick up anything and see what happens. Hey crew, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my appearance. I haven't spoken to you guys in a few days. I know the last clip was me saying that I was trying to see if I could pick something up, I believe, and that I had A-days, which are on-call days, at the end of the week. So we've made it to the end of the week. I start A-days tomorrow, and I was able to preference a trip. My trip is a 3-day. It's commutable, but the problem is right now, you know, with the Pandora that's going on, flights scheduling and availability is really scarce. And then with the winter weather that we received in my area, which was nothing, pretty much all the flights got canceled today. So anyone who didn't make it out on that first flight of the morning, I think on only one airline, is rolled over to tomorrow. And being a commuter or being in the aviation industry, if you didn't know, we fly on standby. So it's not looking good as far as flight availability, meaning the time, and availability, meaning seats. So it's looking like I have to double commute to get to work on time. My sign-in's not until 4:30 p.m. and I have to take a flight at 8 o'clock in the morning to go to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to JFK. And then once I get to JFK, sit for 2 hours before I start my trip. And tomorrow is one leg, a long flight from JFK to Seattle. So tomorrow is going to be a long day. I can already tell. I was trying to look into alternate options, but those are looking expensive as well. So I pretty much have until tonight to make up my mind what I'm really going to do, and I will definitely keep you guys updated. Hey you guys, so it is the next day, and you are probably wondering, why does it look like you're still at home? Especially since I said that I had a 8 o'clock flight to Atlanta and that whole commute situation. Well, I am still at home. I end up swapping to start my A-days or on-call days tomorrow, because just sitting down thinking about it, it was too much of a hassle to try and commute on 2 flights, and they're not even going in the same direction. Like, I'm literally going out of the way that I'm supposed to be. So I am starting A-days tomorrow, but they've already assigned me a 2-day trip that signs in at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm leaving tonight on the last flight. But the funny thing about it is that the 20-hour home layover, so I'm gonna come home tomorrow for the day or the night, and then I go back on Sunday, and then I have one more day on Monday. But I put it up for drop, so hopefully someone picks it up. If not, I will try and preference something that's commutable. Because this trip that I'm working, the 2-day, I don't know if I said I'm on call for 3 days. So the 2-day is not commutable. So if someone picks up my last on call day, I am kind of stuck trying to figure out how I'm going to get home, because there's no flights that would get me home. So I thought I'd just update you guys on what's happening. I leave for the airport in about 30 minutes. And tomorrow's trip is out of LaGuardia. You know, the last time I was there, the struggle of lugging my bags all the way down the stairs and all that fiasco. So hopefully we're not in that terminal again. But if we are, I'll keep you guys updated. Good morning, you guys. It is 3:45 and we have a 5:05 signing at LaGuardia this morning. Sorry I didn't speak to you last night. I wanted to make sure that I got enough sleep because if you recall from my last trip that I worked, which feels like such a long time ago, I was up all night. So I think I told you guys this is a home layover, so I'm gonna go home once we get to Baltimore. But I thought I would come on and tell you guys what I forgot on this rotation, which is lotion. But the good thing, let's cross our fingers that everything goes as planned, because you know reroutes are real, that I make it home and I can just get my lotion then. Other than that, luckily I'm wearing long sleeves, so no one's going to see my dry elbows. I will see you guys once I get to the airport. Okay, you guys, I have made it to LaGuardia in record time. Actually, I thought I was going to be running a little bit late, so I'm going to see what they have as far as food options. I actually haven't eaten here in over a year because of the Pandora. So I will talk to you guys again once I get on the plane. I am on the plane. Surprisingly, I'm the most senior on this trip, so if I haven't told you guys before, we pick our seats or our locations on the plane by seniority. So I am in the back of the aircraft. Today we are on Airbus 321, my least favorite aircraft, but the main reason why it's my least favorite aircraft is because of the mid-cabin seating, and because I'm not sitting in the mid-cabin, it doesn't really matter to me today. But I am surprisingly flying with one of my friends. I didn't notice that. Sorry, you guys. I didn't notice that until she walked up on me while I was sitting at the gate. I don't know if I told you guys where we were going. We have two legs today. Not JFK. LaGuardia, Atlanta, and then Atlanta, Baltimore. So let me make sure we have all of our supplies, and I will speak to you guys again probably when we land in Atlanta. I also forgot to tell you guys that today's my first time wearing the white shirt with
Okay, so we only have one, and I'm gonna hit the gate agent up for some more bags.
Yeah, today's my first time wearing the white shirt with the previous uniforms. Okay, you guys, so we have made it to Atlanta. The flight was so smooth. Everyone was pretty much good for the most part. And I think we have like an hour and 30 minutes now on the ground until our next flight. But the good thing is we keep this plane. The only thing I can say is, so while we were doing our compliance check, and compliance is basically making sure that you know your seatbelts are fastened, your seat back is up and everything like that. I'm telling this gentleman to pull his seat up, and he's like, what? And I'm like, sir, pull your seat up. He's like, what? Why do people feel the need to take their mask off to hear what you're saying, like you hear with your mouth? That is going to be forever a mystery to me. But I will talk to you guys again once we get to Baltimore and I get home.
Hall House.
Hey crew, so it is hours later. Obviously I'm home. We landed a bit early, so I got home around 12:30, which was good, but I wasn't feeling too good. So I took a nap, which was well needed. The landing into Baltimore was so bumpy. I'm so surprised no one got sick on the landing, including me, and typically I don't have a problem with turbulence. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe my body having that break from my vacation, it needs to get readjusted. Who knows? So the flight to Baltimore was so smooth in the form of passengers, not turbulence wise. It was turbulent. We did have a passenger though that he wasn't combative or anything like that, but he was not complying to the mask policy. One of the flight attendants from boarding, because we sat in the gatehouse for a little bit, he didn't have his mask over his nose and mouth, and a gate agent was speaking to him the whole time and never corrected him. And then when he got on the plane, like he literally was taking his mask off to talk. So as he boarded, one of the flight attendants, politely reminded him that the mask needed to be over his nose and mouth, and he was reminded about 4 times before the boarding door was already even closed. He gave us a little bit of trouble with having to constantly tell him to put his mask back on. Other than that, what happened? Oh, that same passenger. So again, going through during the compliance check, I was asking him to put his tray table up, and on the plane is loud, so I give everyone a pass. You may not hear, you may be hard of hearing, so I'll repeat it again. So I went to him and I was like, sir, can you put your tray table up for me? And he's like, oh, hold on, I need to take my headphones out. And he's going like this, reaching for headphones. Do you know there was no headphones in his ear? But he was so adamant to take these headphones out of his ear to hear what I was saying. So he did the motion and went like this and put them down and was like, what'd you say? I was like, what is going on here? I need you to put your tray table up, sir. He's like, oh, sorry, I couldn't hear you. It's like, okay. But other than that, everything was good. I'm flying with someone that I know. I actually haven't seen her in a while, so it was nice to see her. And tomorrow, the trip is over. We have 3 legs. We do Baltimore to Atlanta, Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale, and then Fort Lauderdale to JFK. And then I have one more A day. So let's put out that positive energy that someone picks up this last A day, and we can make something out of it. We're leaving the house because I was running late. So we have a 3-hour sit. It was just craziness from the beginning.